This is From Nothing to Something Else, and today I want to talk about a serious subject, and that is about this custody battle that I'm currently going through for my two younger children. Now, if you know anything about me, or if you don't know this about me, I pride myself on being one of the greatest fathers to ever step on this planet. I did not grow up with a father, and so when I found out that I was having my first kid pretty much straight out of high school at the age of 19 years old, I made it my mission in life to just be the greatest father that I could ever be. And that's one of the biggest sacrifices that I have made in my life, is trying to be that great father. It's not a sacrifice as most people say, I sacrificed my youth, I sacrificed my hairline, I sacrificed good times. I sacrificed just peace of mind, and I sacrificed my mental health trying to be a father to all three of my kids. My first one, he's 16 years old. I went to court for him for the majority of his life because at a very young age, when he was an infant, his mom decided to take him away from me and told me, he doesn't need me. I wasn't his father. And since then, I've been going to court to fight for equal time for him. Not majority time, just equal time, just some time. It started with getting weekends and getting hours, and of course I worked my way up to get half 50-50, and then I worked my way up to get almost majority custody before the games continued. And I seen some stuff in court that made me just walk away from it all, because honestly, going to court battling for timeshare with your kids, it does nothing for anyone. I'm telling you, going to court for custody is stupid. It's dumb. I don't know why we can't just be co-parents and understand that we both need equal time in our kids' life. I think that's very reasonable. Nothing crazy about that. I am a strong believer, even after all these years, even after battling two different ladies in court for time for my kids, I still firmly believe that each kid needs equal time with their mom and their dad. I don't believe in putting down the other party just because I have personal problems with them. I feel like a kid has to make up their own mind about how they feel about their parents. It's not my job to do that. My job is just be the best dad that I can be and shield my kids away from any kind of negativity or anything that's going to convolute their mind or stunt their growth. And when you put down the other parent and when you're constantly trying to tear them down, all that does is paint a picture in the kid's mind that makes them feel less than who they are, because you're devaluing the other parent. You're devaluing a whole half of them. Alright, so going through custody with my older son for almost 10 something odd years. I stopped in junior high. Once again, gained almost full custody of him, and then lost it all with one foul swoop, one lie. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let God deal with this. I'm not coming back to this court, because things that happen in court, especially as a black male man, let me tell everyone, obviously people, want to put their comments in, like, oh man, there has to be something wrong with you. I was always the one that went to court first. I was always the one seeking to get my son the help that he needed. He wasn't going to school. There was a lot of things that was going on that I was fighting to get to have. Never once did I go to court asking for full custody. I always wanted one equal time, or I wanted the basic needs to be met. And when I went to court, I was then countered with arguments that obviously would paint me as a bad guy. And being here, I'm gonna call it out, Butte County, they ate those words up for the mom. Anything that they could dig up and try to use against me, they did. I don't want to go into all that. All I'm saying is I'm a great dad, and now I have two younger ones, a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old, and I haven't seen my littles in about 3-4 months, y'all. 3-4 months. And over the last few months, their mother has been using tactics and slowly taking all my time away from my children and putting me in a bind where now we're back in court again, where I don't want to be, where now I have an attorney and I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting to get time back with my kids. But not only that, there's also money involved. It's going for that child support. I don't want to divulge too much information, but I just been hit with $1,100 a month. It's crazy. $1,100 for a father who's been involved equally or not more than the other parent. So What had happened was, me and this chick was married, man, about 5 years ago. We got divorced. Now, being the fool that I am, being the man that I am, I always wanted, I was trying to fight for my family. I didn't want to get divorced. We went to marriage therapy or counseling and everything. I tried to save it. Once I found out it was not savable, I signed the papers. We got divorced. That was that. She wrote that in our divorce papers that she had full custody, physical custody of the kids. I was not aware of this being written in to our divorce papers because, one, I just signed it off. I don't know how that works, but I signed something and we got divorced. That was that. I was free. We was able to live our separate life. But since then, we always shared responsibilities and time shared equally. Up until 1.5 years ago, she decided to play a game, take that paperwork to the school, turn it in, and tell me if I go attempt to get my kids that she'll call the police on me. Now, me being a black male in Butte County and also not wanting to go to court, I was extremely, obviously, upset with that. And I tried to work around it and just make the best of the situation. I mean, confrontation is stupid. Doing these things is super stupid. I believe each kid should spend time equally with both of their parents. And the benefit of having co-parenting is you get some time off. And you should, I can't miss you if you don't leave. All right? I love my kids. I'll take them 100% of the time. But right now, I'll settle for 50. So she blocked me from school. So, active parent, talked to the teachers, went to every school meeting, went to every school event, went to everything. Signed them up for all this stuff. So I'm very active. Don't play me like that. She blocked me from school. Fine. Weekends, holidays. That's what I got. So every weekend, got her. Even though I felt like she needed some time on the weekends, because clearly you should want to spend time with your kids on the free days where you have time to just explore and teach them things. But fine, you don't want them, I'll take them. Every weekend we was active, we was doing things. Every holiday's active. I work at a school, spring break programs, summer camp programs. They can be with me. I got this, because I also why I work so hard is so I can spend time with the people that I love, which is my kids. So I make sure that my job and my career work around me being a single father, so I could be there to pick my kids up, take them to school, take them to sports, take them to all these things. So I'm very active and I'm very flexible with my schedule, so I can be there for everything. So weekend, holidays, then little stupid things. But either way, try to co-parent, try to work together, try to communicate. But it's either her way or the highway. And as soon as I started trying to stand up for myself, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was a straight yes man. Yes. Can you pick the kids up early? Yes. Can you do this? Yes. Can you do that? Yes. I don't want any problems. I don't want no problems. I'm a yes guy. All day, every day, sick by it, but I just want my kids with no issues, right? Just let me be a dad. I got a song about that written years ago. I've been going through this for a while, y'all. It's annoying. So I'm a yes man. The moment that I try to say, you know what? No, I'm not doing this because blah, 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 I get time taken away. I don't get to see my kids for weeks or months or whatever until I grovel and be like, all right, I'll do what you said. Oh, fine, I'll do what you said. Once I stop doing that, issues. Now I have no custody, no time at all. And sadly, the last time I seen them was the day before Martin Luther King Day. And that is because there was a playoff game. It was a Sunday, so I was dropping them off at 8. The game ended about 8. I'm getting ready to go drop them off. Get a text message, yo, where they at? If they ain't here soon, calling the police. I got in my feelings, not gonna lie. I was like, call them in. I also have been doing this for a while and understand that police don't deal with custody battles or custody issues. So I waited. After me dropping them off now at 9 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock, I knew this is probably the last time I seen them. I kissed my kids goodbye and said, this is probably the last time I'm going to see you. And I was right. That was the last time I got to see them. And now I'm in court fighting for my life, which are my kids. She's trying to hit me with custody or child support. She's it's crazy how easy it is to just put anyone on child support. Now hopefully through this long rant, you understand that the system is just broken. Great fathers out there are being taken advantage of because the mothers are using the court system as their pimp. You know what I mean? And they're pimping the court to get these guys to just give them money and pay for their lives. It has nothing to do with the kids. It's all selfish. I'm a great father. I believe every kid should have equal time with both parents. It's very important for their lives. People need the parents because parents are valuable. I'm valuable, and it just sucks that, again, I'm in the situation. Don't ask me how I won the lottery and got two different baby mamas who make it difficult for me to be in my kid's life. Trust, it's crazy. But my 16-year-old is here, man. His mom realized he needs a father, so he's here week on, week off, and I'm happy to be able to, deal with the high school stuff. Is definitely different. Man, I am just, I just love being a dad, man. I love telling kids what to do. It's great. And mold them and teach them and help their mind and see them become little adults and stuff and be like, yeah, that's me right there. And see your personality traits come out, and sometimes see the other parents and be like, oh, that's your mother. But that's, man, I just love being a father, man. That's the best thing that I have ever done in my life, is became a dad. Becoming a dad saved my life. I truly believe that. Like I said, I was a young knucklehead just out here trying to figure things out. But I knew once I found out I was being a dad, full-time job, I got the dad bod right away. I was on it. So it just sucks, and hopefully people see this and just know that there's good dads out there just really trying. Just really trying. So y'all pray for me. Because I miss my littles. No good dad, no good parent, no real parent should have to fight to spend time with their kids. I think that's crazy. That's it, y'all. I'm not into something else.